Welcome to the Entrepreneur Sushi Club podcast, your weekly podcast where we give you insight into the personality of successful sushi adoring entrepreneurs, showing you that success is all about having fun in and with your business without the hustle and the grinding. And this week, I'm your host, Lupna, and I'm joined by my lovely co-host, the one and only
Wuntan from Podcast Publishing. Hi, everyone.
Hello, hello, hello. And we have an amazing guest for you, completely different than any guest we've ever had before, because I'm talking about Esther Goedvolk, and she's a DJ, a 56-year-old DJ. And when you hear what type of music she focuses on, you're going to be excited. So Esther lives in Amsterdam, yet her musical taste transcends generation and geography. Her artist name is DJ Je Moeder, which translates into English as your mama. Oh, this is going to be interesting. She used to be a DJ in the 80s, and her music selection is old and new school, hip-hop, R&B, Afrobeat, and Motown. Ooh, interesting. In 2013, she found herself in a wheelchair with a corset after an operation because of a bone tumor in a vertebrae. Ooh, that's powerful. She got a titanium cage, so technically she's kind of a bionic woman. Ever meet a bionic woman, ladies and gentlemen? Ooh, I know. I can say that I know a bionic woman. It took her about 4 years to be up and running again. Wow, what a journey. And now she is doing what she loves, which is being a DJ. People are enthusiastic about her mixes and choice of music. Her main goal in life is to be a DJ. She would love to spin her music all around the world and make people happy with music. She cannot think about anything else other than sushi, of course, because she wouldn't be here if she doesn't love sushi. So let's conquer the world with music. Welcome, Esther.
Thank you.
That is
nice having me.
Yeah, absolutely. That is quite a story.
Yeah, that it is. Yes, my family just left the building because they know the story. They don't want to hear it anymore.
Yeah, no worries. I mean, this is life. We're all at home with our family, so there's bound to be a little bit of background noise. So, Esther, let's dive straight into some of the most important questions that we ask on our podcast.
Yeah.
Are you ready for the most important one?
Yes, of course. I know it.
Yeah, you know it's coming. It's great when guests get prepared. So, what's your favorite sushi and why?
Oh, I love the tuna. I'm all into tuna. Tuna is my middle name. And when we have I started eating sushi in 2008. And but there were some friends of ours, and we had a picnic every few weeks, and there was one of them and who always took the tuna with him, and I was the one who ate it. So I didn't have to buy it, but he made it for me, and that's how it went. Yeah.
Awesome.
Well, the salmon is also very nice, but you can bury me in the tuna. You can wake me up for this. Yeah.
I love you can bury me in tuna. Is there any specific tuna sushi that you like, or is it tuna in general?
Yeah, tuna it is.
So that means sashimi, tuna nigiri, tuna roll. It doesn't really matter as long as there's tuna in it.
I think the tuna roll is my favorite, but it's all nice. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Lovely. And what makes this your favorite? What do you love about tuna?
It's the texture, and it's the taste. I can't explain it any further. Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
Most. Yeah.
Well, I can resonate with that because tuna is a little bit more firmer than salmon. Salmon has a softer taste, in my opinion. And I like tuna more than I like salmon. I like both of them, but I can resonate with liking it. It's a little bit of a sturdier bite, so to speak.
Yeah.
So how come you remember that the first time you ate sushi is in 2008?
Yeah, because my youngest daughter was in hospital, and we had to for quite a long time, and we had to eat the hospital food, and well, there was an appie downstairs, just in the plastic box. That's how it started, and well, that's yeah. Then I discovered the sushi, and well, that's where I was when I had to eat. Yeah, so we didn't have to eat the hospital food, so we ate the sushi.
Oh,
That's the best.
for a second, I thought it was hospital sushi.
Hospital sushi, yeah, that could be. No,
I
but,
don't believe
yeah.
there is a hospital in the Netherlands that serves sushi, or I would know about it.
Yeah, we can start one.
Oh, yeah, as soon as the global pandemic passes us by, we definitely could advise them to
Yeah.
offer a little bit more of sushi. But still, Esther, it intrigues me because I can get it that you went to a supermarket, which is Appie here in the Netherlands. And but what made you choose sushi? Because a lot of people that we talk to had that experience of, but that's raw fish. How can you eat raw fish?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It's a law of attraction. It took me by surprise, and that's how it went. Yeah. And when I'm in that hospital, I always have to go there and take a plastic box with sushi. I don't know. Yeah. So it attracts me, the plastic box with sushi at the Appie. Yeah.
Oh, I love
Well,
that. I love
it's
that.
fresh sushi, isn't it? It's
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
I think it's okay. Just to
Yeah,
start
no,
with that
this
one.
this supermarket specifically has a sushi corner where they make it
Yeah,
fresh
yeah,
and then puts it in the in the boxes so you can buy it.
yeah.
But it is fresh and they make it all day long, every day long. So
That's
yeah,
right.
absolutely.
Yeah,
It's not
yeah.
those that they buy and get into into a
Hmm.
into
Yeah,
what's the word I'm
yeah.
looking for?
But my husband doesn't like sushi, so when we go to a sushi restaurant, he wants to have steak. Well,
Oh, well, fortunately, they do serve steak or anything
yeah,
else. They do have fish and meat or
yeah.
chicken and meat. I was going to say. Okay, cool. Well, I love that you know very specifically how that sushi journey of yours
Yeah.
started. So another important question before we dive more into what your story and why you want to be a DJ is
Hmm.
if your personality were a sushi, what would the ingredients be?
Tuna,
Yeah,
seaweed,
but
and
we're
well,
gonna be very specific. This is a very specific question. So tell us your personality and how that is reflected in sushi and why you chose those
oh my
ingredients.
god, oh my god, I didn't know that question. Well, I'm an extrovert. I'm always talking to people as a nuisance to my family. When we are on the street and I meet someone, they always have to wait for me. And well, yeah, I do love people, and I like to connect. So, well, I don't know. Maybe you know which sushi fits best, but I
Oh,
really don't know.
oh, we don't. I don't have a list. To be fair, I just love how people answer that question. And it's just one of those funny questions to say.
Yeah,
Of
yeah,
all, if
well,
you've ever been on social media, people love personality tests, and they get, oh, you're the
mm,
sage, or you're the warrior, or you're the. And what I use as an analogy, or what we use on the podcast, is sushi and sushi ingredients. So it's just a way
mm-hmm.
to describe personality. So one of the things is you said extrovert. What else? Describe
Hmm.
us your personality. So you're an extrovert. What else?
Yeah, no, well, I love music, of course. So I love the good vibe. I don't really have a morning mood. Well, and well, what do I do? Yeah, and I think, well, would it be the word strange? But I think I'm one of a kind.
No, it wouldn't.
And
No.
uh, yeah, that's how it is.
Okay. Well, you started to saying that tuna is the ingredient that we say. If we go with tuna, what does that represent in your personality?
Um, well, it's a bit sticky. and it's the texture is nice. Oh, I think. Oh my God,
Sticky, as in like
that's a
people
good
keep
one.
coming back to you.
Yeah, I would say that. Yeah.
What would you say?
So sticky, as in like people keep coming back to you
Yeah,
because they love you, right?
probably. Yeah, well,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I think,
Well,
Esther, I
let's
think
keep it that
Woon is,
way.
yeah, no, but I think Woon is right. I mean, you shared that you're an extrovert, you love connecting with people, you do that in the street with strangers. And tuna, it has that stickiness of it and it's firm. So you could be saying that that represents your people smart.
Mindedness. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the law of attraction. You
Yeah,
keep
it is. It is.
attracting people.
And because of the seaweed just around, it binds the people together. Oh,
Yeah.
that would be nice. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one.
But we have to ask this question. Wasabi, yes or no?
No. No.
Oh.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah. Well, sometimes a bit, but I like the saltness of the brown. I can't come.
The soy sauce.
That yeah, the soy, of course, the soy sauce, and yeah, that's what I like most. Yeah,
Awesome,
just
awesome,
bury me
awesome.
under the soya sauce.
Oh, I love that. Well, you're in luck. If Gail were here, she would say you cannot have sushi without wasabi.
Yeah, I can
She's
imagine that. Yeah,
she's
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah. Okay,
wasabi fan.
that's true. Yeah, well, in a way, it's true, of course. Yeah. Well.
Okay, so let's move into you are a DJ. How did
Mhm.
you start your DJ journey?
Well, I've been a DJ in the 80s, and then I just spinned records, and I spinned punk and new wave in a club in Gouda, that's near
Hmm.
Rotterdam, and afterwards in the three clubs. And well, yeah, I only had 15 coupons a night, so it was not a real job in a way that you could make a living out of it. And in the 80s, it was really different than nowadays. Well, it is also the happy few are the ones who are making money, but I'm on a journey, so we'll see. And then I stopped being a DJ and started working in a normal job. Like I've been a television producer and I've been in communications and all that more office-like jobs. Huh? You know, well, I was on festivals, but and then in 2012 I seemed to have a tumor in my back. So I had an operation in 2013, and after the 22-hour operation, I was in a wheelchair, unfortunately, and it took a few months to get out of the wheelchair, and afterwards a few years to be back in life in general. And well, and then I'm in my 50s, so there are lots of people who think about the midlife crisis coming along. And well, I thought, what did I like most? And it's really music. And when I was in the club, or I was always the annoying woman who asks a song. So DJs don't like that, but I did. And well, I thought, yeah, what do I like most? So I took some lessons. Well, I took a lot of lessons. And now I can be with a USB stick and with my DJ gear. And I think I'm doing okay. And well, it's what I like most. I didn't think I would like it that much as I do now, but I'm very happy with it. And yeah, I hope to continue as Corona is gone. Then I'll be very happy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love what you shared, Esther. I think that that's so important. The message that I get from your story is that it's important to tap into your passions. I mean, it's one of the reasons that this podcast is alive. Is it's a combination of two passions: entrepreneurship and sushi. Now, for most people, that seems like a stupid combination. In my mind, it's absolutely a logical combination. But I think that more people would benefit from knowing what they're passionate about, and it's usually more than one thing. And if you could really tap into your passion, and even better, if you can make it into your occupation, that is even better. And there's a broad range of opportunities that you can use. And I love that you shared that it's something that you started with in the 80s. And after that break in the middle of I better get a normal job. Well, being a DJ can be a very normal job.
Raised. Yeah,
and more people do that. I mean, I started in a corporate job because that was the path. Everyone would tell you need to go to school, you need to study, and then go into a job. There wasn't any other frame. And if you don't know anything about any other opportunity, then that is what you do. And during that journey, you discover, but this is not what really lights me up. This is not what I love doing. And for those of us that are fortunate enough, we get to reconnect with our passion and really start discovering how we can turn that passion into an occupation, which in most cases absolutely possible to do that. So I love that you shared that, because that's really important. And you didn't let your age stop you. I just love that.
Yeah. But I was in a workshop in Rotterdam last year. I was the only woman. I was the eldest, and being serious about it. That's what people think is strange. But I think because it's quite a risk to tell you want to be a professional DJ. But I thought, well, fuck it. I'll just try, and why not? And I don't think there's any failure during the journey. And well, I was in the newspaper last year in June, and they in the NSA, and they had this caption: her higher goal is lowlands, and then I got very nervous. But why not? And if I don't succeed at lowland, let me do another festival, or let me just do it. Yeah. I don't think I'll. Of course, that's my dream goal. But if there will be along the journey, there will be other goals. And last week I was in a big church in Eindhoven, and I had even in Corona, it was a live stream for. It was an art fashion show for people with dementia. And I had been asked to spin there last summer. And at first we thought it would be in a big church with 1,500 people. Now it was in a big church, but with 40 people, but with a live stream. And thousands of people have watched it anyhow. And it was such fun to do. And well, that's what I like most. Just spin around and see what will come of it. And
Esther, so I have a question.
Yeah.
What's the story behind the name, your DJ name?
My DJ name? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, in October 2018, I thought I want to be more serious about it, and then I found a workshop at Meervaart Studio. That's here in Amsterdam, and that's a club for younger people. And maximum age is about 25. But I wanted to go there. So, and Ron Simpson, who is an avocado entrepreneur in the Netherlands, well, and he's been MC, and he was there. And then I felt, I started an Instagram account just for that, just be young. And I sent him a message, and I said I want to go there, and he said, well, just join in. And I was about 50 at that 3 years ago. Oh yeah, I was 53, so I was the eldest, and so I had they saw me all coming in. This woman in a dress, and at 53. And so I talked to Ron Simpson and 2 other guys, and they asked me, "What do you spin?" And I said, "I spin hip hop, and I also named the song from a rapper named Boof. It's called Patsergedrag. I don't know how you tell it in. Well, it's
it's if you translate it into English, it's macho behavior.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, and so it's a bit about bitches and hoes, and well, it's not really what you think a woman of 53 would spin. And so I saw Ron Simpson I saw his eyes going, and I saw him thinking, and he's really into marketing and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And then he said to me, "If you spin that song, I do have a DJ name, and that's your mother and your mama, and I'm a mother with three children." And he said, "If you take that name, then I will MC an evening with you when you have your mix, and I will get you at big festivals." Well, that still has to happen, and he said, "Well, just try it and let's do this." But he never thought I would take it seriously. I speak to him once in a while, and he said, "You are the real personification of DJ Je Moeder," and he had never thought I will do this. No, so that's nice.
Wow, that's an amazing story.
Yeah, and there are well, it's a good name because it really resonates, and yeah, it's fun.
Yeah, no, I love the name. I think that
Thank
is
you.
so spot on.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what he does. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I follow Ron on LinkedIn, and I see some of the most amazing thing, and he's just broadened his business in another country, I believe. I don't remember exactly which one, but he's really really good at that thing. So I really love that you took his advice on and just implemented. I think it's absolutely amazing. And you're an inspiration for people all around the world to really tap into their passion and just go for it. I mean, you can start by living your life depending on other people's opinions about who you should be and what you should be doing. But let's be honest, we are all unique beings, all of us, each and every one of us as we are. And the only thing that we can do is show up as that unique being, because then we can provide the best value in the world for whoever is looking for something like that. And I really love that is your thing. I also love that you use music to make people happy, because music is one of the most powerful ways to tap into your happiness.
Yeah, music is really a great thing. Yeah.
So, Esther, as we wrap up our time together, my last question for you is, if someone is listening and thinking, "Oh, I think I would be interested in becoming a DJ," or maybe they're thinking, "Okay, I'm of a certain age, or I need to transition because this global pandemic has made me think about what I'm doing with my life." What are some of the tips on how to get started on their journey? What would you advise them?
Now, give me a call.
Next to calling you, what else can you make specific advice? How does someone start if they think, "Oh my God, I don't want to call the DJ your mama because she's too big for me"? What would you tell them?
Well, just take some lessons and just go to a DJ. You have DJ schools, or just talk to other DJs and ask him. Because I went to the DJ school in Amsterdam, but I also took lessons with other DJs, and because everybody has his own style, and so
I do have a question.
Really start before you're ready and just do it and go.
How was it different when you're DJing in the 80s?
I just made records.
And now, like, how does it differ?
Third record, that kind of stuff. And now you have to beat mix, and it's with the digital age, you have the beats per minute. So you put the record, you put the intro to the refrain, and it's when you spin hip hop, it's a bit fast, but maybe because I'm older. But but it's I don't scratch or because I started to learn that with DJ Abstract, but I don't think that's my thing. I think the choice of music is most important, and just don't clash the numbers, so that you just beat matching, and
So did you find it challenging when you restarted this DJ career?
challenging. Yeah. Now, I found some booklets which I used, which I wrote when I wrote down just to start and to get to know DJing again. And then I read it, and then I thought, well, I learned a lot, because you have to learn the DJ gear, and you and at first when you have these songs, then I could only mix one to another after 2 minutes, but now I can mix more decent, like after a minute, or so that when you're on the dance floor, then you don't have to wait for another number, and it's not like boom 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 boom, but it's really neat. But you have to learn. Yeah, it took but that's what I say. Lupla knows the word. You know, you have moeke, which is a real other thing than DJ Je Mama, than Je Moeder. And moeke is more like a scheldwoord. It's more like you're older and you're not into things, or and I don't want to be DJ Moeke, but I want to be DJ Je Moeder. So that's, you know what I mean, Lupna?
Yeah, no, I think it's, you can make a distinction between DJ Your Mama and someone who, whenever you have someone who's older, but they're not into the new thing. So they say, oh my God, all of this social media stuff out there, that's nothing. So with her brand, DJ Your Mama is, no, I'm happy to discover all of these new things and try to incorporate it and integrate it into what I'm doing. So she wants to know, despite the fact that she's older, she's still into all of these new things and attracts the things that you want to do. So you can connect with the younger people in the DJ world.
Nice. Yeah, that's what I like most. Yeah.
Awesome. Esther, thank you so very much for joining us on the Entrepreneur Sushi Club.
Thank you.
Love your story, and I think it's so inspirational for people to hear about these stories and the diversity of guests that we've had. Yeah, no, definitely. Absolutely. I think it's absolutely awesome. So thank you again for joining us. And for those of you that are watching or listening to this live, thank you so much for listening to another episode of the Entrepreneurs Sushi Club podcast. And we would love to know what has been your biggest insight or takeaway from the conversation with Esther. Do take a moment and share it with us in our Facebook group, the Entrepreneurs Sushi Club. You will find the link to this group in the description with this episode. And if you know anyone that will benefit from listening to this episode or any other episode of the podcast, please do share it with them. And for now, have fun, and we will look forward to hearing you on the next one. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.